welcome back to KP's Kingdom, Cooking with KP, and today I'm going to make you something really special. This beautiful Japanese soup. Tori, Nanban, Udon. Basically, it's a thick noodle soup with chicken, but there's a little bit more involved. Alright, first thing we need some udon noodle. You can buy the dried ones, cook it according to the instructions. I buy the pre-cooked udon noodles, and all I have to do is put those into a bowl with some hot water, get a couple of chopsticks and just separate the noodle. Really nice and simple. We want a spring onion. We're going to cut the tail off. We're going to take off an outer leaf, make sure it's no grit or sand, nice and fine, just like I'm doing here. I'm going to put that into a separate bowl while I make another mess of my bench as per usual. Alright, next thing I've got 2 chicken breasts. I've had these in the freezer for around about an hour. We bought them fresh, we're just freezing them down, and what that's going to do is it's going to tighten up all the molecules in the chicken and make it really easy to cut nice and fine. I'm cutting these at around about 5mm thick, or if you live in a country that still uses the imperial measurement system, that will be around about 1/8 of an inch thick. We're going to cut it across the grain. That'll keep our chicken nice and tender when it is done. So enjoy some of this footage while I cut this all up. This tori. Tori is the Japanese word for chicken. Interesting fact. You can put that in your memory bank or in your book of useless information. I'll leave that up to you. Alright, so we're going to cut this up. We're going to put this into a separate bowl because I'm going to marinate this first, taking a little bit of a spin on this actual recipe and the way things are done. Alright, we're in the bowl. I'm going to put 1 capful, which is going to be around about 20ml of Chinese rice wine. It's got a beautiful flavour and it does help break down some of those molecules. I'm going to add in a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of sesame oil, and that's going to give us a beautiful smoky flavour to our whole dish. And I'm going to add a little bit of white pepper, probably 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon, up to you on how much pepper you like. Normally you would use sansho or prickly ash, and that would be added right at the end of the dish. We're going to mix all that through. We're going to get a nice even coating. I've got some fairly hot water here, not boiling but fairly hot, and it's going to be 2 cups worth. I'm going to put that into a jug, and I've got 2 teaspoons of dashi stock powder. One of the best things I have found. You can make your own dashi stock if you wish, but you'll need to buy your bonito flakes, you'll need to buy your kelp, and make it all up from there. Quite time consuming, so by buying the dashi stock powder, it makes things quick, simple and easy, and it's worth the extra buck. Alright, now I'm going to add 4 cups of chicken stock. Dashi stock can be quite fishy depending on how you make it, and dashi stock is actually made of skipjack tuna that has been dried and flaked. So I'm cutting this with some chicken stock just to sweeten it up a little bit, just to cut it, just to take away from that little bit of fishiness. Alright, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of mirin, that beautiful sweet wine, and the next thing I'm going to add is 2 tablespoons of tamari, which is a very, very old school soy sauce. The way they used to make soy sauce way back in the day. Real heavy aroma, real heavy flavour, around about the same saltiness as normal soy, but that's what I'm adding, and it gives this stock this great, beautiful, rich flavour. We want to bring it up to almost a boil. We're going to check it and taste to see if we've got our levels right. And normally they would add sugar to this dish, but I'm opting out of that. I actually thought it needed a little bit more of the tamari, so I've added around about another tablespoon of the tamari soy. Going to double check the flavour again. And while narrating this, I also noticed that my moustache needs a trim. Okay. Don't see me hate on that. All you need to do now, we've brought our stock down a bit in temperature, and we're going to poach these pieces of chicken breast in our liquid. We don't want to cook it off too quick. We just want them to cook nice and slow. Around about 10, maybe 15 minutes, depending on how thick you cut them. But they'll end up velvety, soft and tasty, and they'll suck up all of that flavour. We've got our noodles, we've put that in the hot water, we've separated them. We're now going to add those to the bottom of our serving bowls. This meal will serve 6, maybe 8 people as a snack. If you're serving it as a meal, look, seriously, this will make a meal for 2 plus lunch for 1 the next day. So you get 2 for 1 in this recipe. Our noodles are in. Our stock is nice and hot. We're going to add in our spring onions on top of our udon noodle. And our udon noodle will have gone a little bit cold by now. Don't worry, that'll come back up to temp real soon. We're just going to bring our stock up a little bit on the temperature side of things. We get our ladle, and all we need to do now is simply ladle over some of our stock. Make sure you get chicken in each of the bowls. Try and divide it up as even as possible. And that chicken is so tender, it just melts in your mouth. I would suggest serving this with fork and a spoon, or a pair of chopsticks and a soup spoon, or if you like me, chopsticks, soup spoon and a straw. Yum! This is so easy to make at home. Very few ingredients, and you can adjust this as you want. You can also change your profile as far as protein goes. So you're not limited to just chicken. You can use different types of meat. I'm checking out how tender that chicken is, and it is just melt in your mouth type stuff. I want you to make this at home. Follow my instructions, try it, and then take it somewhere else. You know what I mean? If you like it, you can add different things to it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hit that notifications bell. When you hit that notifications bell, you'll be notified when I upload a new video, whether it be via your Gmail or other means. But more importantly, hit that like button. It gives me confidence. Please hit that subscribe button. Come, join the family. And if you do that, you will never miss another one of my videos again. I will see you next time. Bye! Yummy, 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 yummy. Cook this at home, it tastes so good.